I would like you all to know that I have been grading your midterm exams during the weekend, and I am still in the process of grading them. Actually, I have graded half of them. The rest should be done either by tonight or by tomorrow evening. This means that by next class, you will definitely be able to see your midterm evaluation. I believe this is students' right to see and to know how how their work has been evaluated, and also this will be important for you to fix your mistakes, and to work accordingly for your media journal, which is due on Friday, February 18. As you all know, we have finished our syllabus, but I told you that I will be coming to classes, which means I will be doing online classes to take your questions related to media journal. So this is what we will do today. With that, I have graded your midterm exams for half of you. For the rest, I will do in a couple of days, inshallah. I encourage you to go to Moodle and see my comments on your grading. Your scores are also there, and if you have any questions about my grading, you are more than welcome to discuss them with me in our class on coming Wednesday. I will actually discuss your evaluation the whole week. Let me do that step by step. There was a quiz that you took in the 5th week of the semester, which was in the in-person class session. And I showed you your results in class. We even discussed, if you remember. And then there was midterm exam that I have been already grading. I have already graded exam. Maybe if you want to check right now, some of you, I remember I have graded Daud's exam. I have graded Fatmeen Shahid's midterm assignment. With that, I have also I was in the process of grading Adnan. Adnan, I would like to talk to you about the exam soon after the class ends, about your midterm assignment. Are you with me, Adnan? Adnan Farooq?
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to talk to you about your midterm assignment after the class ends. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
And I have graded Daud's work, Maida's work. I believe I haven't graded it yet. I believe I have graded Nimra's work as well. I have, yeah, from the students who are here right now, those students whose names I just discussed, I have graded their works. And for the rest, you will have, I will grade your work either by tonight or by tomorrow evening. But we will for sure discuss your midterm exams in the next class. I will, if for those of you whose midterm exams are already graded, if they want, they can discuss with me right now. They are more than welcome to check their Moodle account. Their graded assignment is there. It's sitting there. Let's talk about your second quiz, the quiz that you took after your midterm, which was actually, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So you may have seen, have you all seen your scores on Moodle? Have you all?
Yes.
Okay, good. That exam was based on multiple choice questions and true false statements. I believe there is nothing that I need to discuss about this exam. Even if any concern arises, if any question comes in your mind, you are more than welcome to discuss it with me. Um, all right. So these are three things. And first quiz, your midterm assignment, and then second quiz. This makes 70% of your evaluation. And then we are left with 30%, which is your media journal. And the submission of that media journal is due this week. It has started from today. You can upload it on Moodle anywhere, and within the week, starting from today until Friday. And again, we will have class on Wednesday as well. I highly encourage students, because I will be discussing evaluations the whole week. I highly encourage students to come and attend the classes. It is your right to know how your work has been graded, and it is your right to discuss your concerns with the instructor. So I would like you to take advantage of this time. We have finished everything in the syllabus. Currently you are developing your media journal. Let's work on an activity in our class on Wednesday, which is going to be February 16. I encourage you, before coming to class on Wednesday, February 16, please read chapter 11 from the book that you already have on Moodle. In the book, in that chapter, we need to talk about what are the challenges associated with uh, 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 with developments in communication. If you remember, in my last class I asked you a question that if I say communication is an ever changing field, would anyone deny? And you all said no, this statement is not deny, this statement is undeniable. And I remember Daud, he responded to my question, and he said that communication keeps changing, technology keeps changing, we have new means of technology, we have I think it was either Hassan Hassan or Daud. Either of them said that the flow of communication earlier was one way. There was producer and then audience who were at the receiving end. But now the flow of communication, the way the communication flows, it has changed. It's now two-way. I would like to take a pause here. Give me a minute, please. We're talking about how technology is changing the field of communication. So I would like you to talk about challenges. What are the challenges that are associated with this change in communication, especially with all the technology we are dealing with right now? Uh, One challenge that comes in my mind is the challenge of privacy. How many of you have accounts on social media? In other words, how many of you exist on social media? Please raise your hands. Daud and Hassan, you do not use social media? Daud, Hassan, and Rachel haven't raised their hands. Adnan as well. Daud, do you use social media in any form? Any platform in social media? Hassan has raised his hand. uh, what I am understanding from what Daud wrote in the chat box is that he does uh, he does exist on social media, but he is not very active. Maybe that is what he's trying to say. Well, potentially everyone uses social media. So how many of you agree with the statement that we all have issues related to privacy? Even if we have privacy settings, there always remains an issue. I am connected with my friends. Sometimes there is an information that maybe I do not want to share with everyone except for my very close friends. But once it's shared, it's gone. Maybe one of my friends can pick it up and further share it. So privacy has been an issue. Not only that, media many times has been accused of sharing our information with multinational corporations that further design and develop their advertisements to target us, the audience. So privacy is an issue. Another thing is regulation. We see regulation in every field of life. There is regulation for finances, there is regulation for healthcare, there is regulation for education. Why not for media? Media, in the sense that everyone is free to put up information on website, on to make a video and share it with others. So just imagine the reach, just imagine the reach of information. And give me a minute. Sorry, Betty, I have to go. Like I said in the beginning, my child is sick today and I have to go several times attend him. He has been throwing up since last night. I have no idea. Why did that happen? And he was throwing up in series until we had to take him to the hospital. And for this very reason, I couldn't go to campus today, and I decided to do my class from home. But anyways, so let's talk about the challenges posed to us by technology. I was asking you that what challenges come in your mind. Privacy is a problem. Regulation of media is a problem. You may have instances or examples where you may have heard this information that Wikipedia, if you're working on a class assignment, if you're working on any formal piece of work, do not rely on information that comes from Wikipedia. And have you ever asked yourself why is that? The reason is that the information that Maida wrote something. Thank you, Maida. Thank you so much. I appreciate. The reason why we are asked not to rely on information that comes from Wikipedia is that this information, most of the time, many people are add into that, and anyone can write it. Even you can go to Wikipedia page and add any information there. That information may not be at times reliable, so you need to double check. For this very reason, regulation. And then we have also seen cases where there are single media corporations run by companies, people who have profit orientation, who have their own commercial interests. And then their commercial interests, they kind of supersede their public service interests. So there needs to be regulation is another a problem that we are facing with the technology. Hassan wrote something in the chat box. There was a debate on social media privacy in Congress last year. Zuckerberg was called their candidate. Candace Evans is very vocal on social media as a tool for liberals and Russian intervention. Yes, thank you, Hassan. And I'm very glad to see that you are very knowledgeable on that. I look forward to your midterm assignment soon. I haven't graded it yet. I have graded for half of the students so far, but I look forward to reading it soon, because you have been coming up with really great insights during our class discussions. I remember that. Regulation is a problem, privacy is a problem, and another problem that has been quite visible recently is the problem of inequalities. Remember, when we were doing the knowledge gap hypothesis, we learned a term which was digital divide. How technology sort of creates a divide between those who are digitally equipped and digitally literate, and those who are not digitally, who do not have digital technology, who do not have electricity, who cannot afford buying devices, technology, internet, power, and all those things. So there have been problems associated with that. So that chapter talks about challenges, and then in the wake of those challenges, what kind of new theories we need, what kind of new research we need, that we will talk about in our next class. This is going to be just a random discussion. Like I said, we have already finished our syllabus, but I will be coming to classes to take your questions related to media journal. I will stop here now, and I will ask you if you have any question that you want to ask about media journal. Shah Murad wrote something in the chat box. We also give allowances to various apps where they can access our entire accounts and other information as well. Yes, we have what I have understood from what Shah Murad has written is that for example, when we create account on WhatsApp, or let's say on Facebook, I have given them information about my age, my education, the schools that I have attended, the universities that I have attended, my gender, my birth date. They know how old I am, my book interests, my movies interests, even the events that I am interested in. So what has happened lately, and Noam Chomsky has talked about that a lot. What has happened lately is that these companies have sold our data to multinational companies, and that is how they start sending us advertisements. They know that this, for this particular, for a person who has this particular profile, maybe this advertisement can be appealing for him or her. And for this very reason, we see our age appropriate, taste appropriate advertisements popping up on our screen while we are using social media accounts. If I think this was what Shah Murad was alluding to. Nice addition to the conversation, Shah Murad. Again, read chapter 11 from the book as much as you can, and we will talk about that in detail in our next class. Let's talk about your questions related to media journal if you have any. Do I have any?
Ma'am, I have a question regarding my midterm. Can I ask?
Sure, Manur.
मैम मैंने आपको ईमेल किया था ना बिकॉज मैंने आपसे एक्सटेंड लिया था 6 लाइक आवर्स का, तो वो फिर आपने चेक कर लिया या मैं उधर दोबारा पेस्ट कर दूं
नहीं नहीं
Moodle पे?
so those of you, I remember your case because I also asked you to write your situation on the in the email. So those of you who sent me their material through email, of course email also maintains record, and I can pull that up from there. I have not graded your work yet, but give me a couple of days. By Wednesday I will get everyone's assignment graded. All right, I have graded only half of your assignments. The rest will be done by Wednesday. Please do come to the next class, and if you have any question, again, it is your right to know. It is your right to discuss. It is your right to ask questions, and I am very happy to address all of your concerns. Anything else? For those of you whose work has been already graded, whose work I have already graded, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Mahnoor, I'll request you to please circulate a message on WhatsApp group as well to let everyone know that everyone's, this week I'm discussing evaluations, and by Wednesday, everyone's midterm assignment will also be graded. Please encourage everyone to come to class to, if they have any questions, if they have any concerns, if they want me to recheck their work, if I mean anything that they would like to
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Any other question? Any other thing that you would like to discuss with me? जी बेटे. All right, if there isn't any question, then I'll end the session and I'll see you all on Wednesday. ठीक है? ठीक है? All right, thank you and goodbye.
Okay, ma'am. Allah Hafiz.
हाफिज बेटे.